G'day, y'all. We are back, baby. We are freaking back. I'm in the new house. I'll insert some footage that I've taken. We've only been here since Saturday. So today's Wednesday. We've only been here since Saturday. We actually still don't have hot water or air conditioning. That's fine. The air conditioning we can live with. We have electricity at least so we can run the heater. It does get quite cold at night still. It's like gets down to like 8-9 degrees, which is like, it can get pretty nippy, right? It feels wrong to even complain about anything about a home right now. So if you don't already know, I do have that separate channel that will have all of my home and living content. I've been compiling like a bunch of footage from when we moved in, first lunch specifically. First meal, first lunch, and a full house tour to, each day afterwards. Little bits of progress. Not a lot has happened, to be honest. We're still waiting to have heating and cooling and like hot water and floors. So we're kind of like we're in an unfinished home, basically. Not complaining at all. Listen, it's a house. It's our house. Our names are on it. That's the most important part. All right, let's celebrate. Let's celebrate with a comparison video. Review in comparison. You guys kept leaving comments about guesses, Bella Vita fragrances. So the original, the Rosa and the Paradiso. And you know what? I went ham. I just bought full bottles of all three of these. And listen, sometimes that's all it is. If you just say something often enough, if you guys leave enough comments, I'll make a video on it, okay? Obviously, you've got the original Guess Bella Vita, and then I'm going to open up the two flankers afterwards. Now, the original Guess Bella Vita came out in 2020, so all of these are relatively new. I've actually never smelled any of these, so these will all be first impressions for you guys. Let's start with the original Guess Bella Vita. Let's open it up. Oh. Bottle's very light. I don't know why I was expecting something heavier and more substantial. I don't know. Here you go. Do we like this? Do we keep doing this? I don't know. Do you guys care? Do you guys care to see the bottle up close like this? My lighting's not even good for this. Okay, so in the original Guess Bella Vita, you've got top notes of sour cherry, Italian lemon and black currant, middle notes of tuberose, vanilla orchid and jasmine, and base notes of praline, tonka bean, amberwood, and musk. God, I feel like I'm out of practice. It's so weird, you guys. I haven't even been gone that long. I've been gone for less than a week and it feels like ages. It's so weird. Oh, you know what? This smells familiar. First of all, the amber is quite heavy. I wasn't really expecting that. Very sweet, sweet lemony amber. Ooh, there's a chunkiness in there from the tuberose that I'm like living for, but it's not a heavy tuberose. It's still very light and fresh. I barely smell that cherry. It's really just a lemon. It's a very light, sweet lemon. You've got black currant in there. So it's not like a heavy fruit sweetness. It's pretty light and bright. That tuberose is very strong. I feel like if you don't like tuberose, you might not like this. I'm getting the vanilla orchid too. Vanilla orchid is very interesting, isn't it? And then the tonka bean it's a bit waxy. That tonka bean's a bit waxy. You know what? I like it. I like this one. I mean, I'm a sucker for tuberose. The vanilla orchid, it's got a very unique powderiness. Really not getting much jasmine. I feel like I just pick up a lot of tuberose, a very light, airy, sweet lemon with tuberose, and that tonka bean's a bit like gummy or waxy in the base. It smells like something. What does it smell like? Okay, people are saying this smells like Good Girl by Carolina Herrera. You know what? I actually don't have juice of Good Girl. I don't have any juice of any of Good Girl or the flankers. People are also comparing it to I Want You Forever by Jimmy Choo. Okay, maybe that's where I recognize this from, because I do love I Want You Forever. Okay, very much enjoy this. I don't get any cherry. Like, if you're looking at these notes thinking you're getting a cherry fragrance, you're not. I just get that lemon on the initial spray. And really, it's just drying down to this like sweet, airy, but waxy tuberose and tonka bean. I like this one. Oh my God, wait. I like this one a lot. I feel like this is great for actually right now, like transitional season. So over here it's autumn at the moment. I feel like this is great for autumn. It's not too warm. You've got a heavy amber and tonka bean, but it's not too warm. It's not too heavy. It's not super dense. You do have like a really like that chunky, it's not chunky though. The tuberose is actually quite light. and you got a little bit of a fruitiness, but that citrus fades so quick. I don't know, I feel like this is a really good transitional season fragrance. Like, I would wear this now in autumn. I think this is perfect. Perfect for autumn. Oh my God, I really like this. We're starting off on a good foot. Really like that one. Okay, next up we've got Bella Vita Rosa. This one came out in 2022, so 2 years later. Also, I recognize the perfumer that made this one. She makes a lot of Bath & Body Works fragrances as well. All right. Nope. That was the wrong way. There we go. Okay, here's the bottle. This feels silly when I do this, but please do tell me if you enjoy an assessment of the bottle, because listen, I know people care about, maybe it's important to know if it'll fit your aesthetic. I do like the bottles of these, actually. I think the bottles are really cute. I'm a sucker for Guess though. Like, even though some people might consider Guess like kind of tacky and like chuggy, I don't know, I really like Guess. Like, I love Guess clothing. I love their bags. Way off topic here. Okay, so in Bella Vita Rosa, in the top you've got Italian lemon and blackcurrant. So you've got those similar notes, and you've got quince instead of sour cherry. So we've still got something like sour and tart in the top. In the middle, you've got basically a completely different floral family. You've got magnolia, jasmine, you've got cypress, and lily of the valley. And in the base, you've got musk, sandalwood, moss, and iris petals. So this looks like a completely different fragrance. It's interesting that this is a flanker. I'm looking at these notes and going, okay, you've got moss and iris in the base. That amberwood's gone, and the praline, tonka bean, that's all gone. How is this a flanker? I guess we'll find out. Also, I swear I thought there was gonna be rose in here based on the name. I don't know, whatever. I'm not clearing the atomizers anymore either. Maybe I should still be doing that. I don't know. Okay. Okay, so the quince in here, the lemon is way stronger to me in Bella Vita Rosa. This is like way of a heavier citrus lemon than in the original. Way less sweet. That blackcurrant, again, it's really not adding like any sweetness. You do have a fruitiness, but it's mainly just very tart citrusiness from that quince and that lemon. The cypress does, maybe I'm getting a touch of cypress. It adds like that fresh, like aromatic feeling on your nose. This is very fresh. Okay, I'm imagining someone who wears this all linen getup, like linen button up, short sleeve shirt with like linen pants, all white, very flowy and blowy. And you're like, I don't know, somewhere nice, somewhere in the Mediterranean. That's what this makes me think of. You do also have, I'm getting more earthiness now from the iris. You've got that earthiness from the moss and from the iris. Yeah, no sweetness whatsoever. This is very interesting. This does not seem like a flanker. This is a far cry from the original, in my opinion. It's a completely different fragrance. I don't like it as much as the original, but it's also very different. This is very fresh. This is one I would whip out in the summer, on vacation, not like tropical, you know, warm and coastal. Although I feel like I could see how the lemon might become a bit harsh on the nose. It's a little bit of a harsh lemon, I think. Yeah, I can see if you like super sweet and fruity, you're getting a very like tart citrus fruitiness and not a lot of sweetness, really. And then you've got that edge from the wood. But the citrus is like kind of sharp on my nose. I don't know. I'm not living for this one like I was the previous one, but it's just a completely different fragrance. Why is this a flanker? It's so weird. Okay, so the very last one we have, it came out technically last year, but we just got this one in Australia. It just popped up like in the last month or so. We've got Bella Vita Paradiso. I tell you guys all the time, I try not to get big sizes if I can avoid it. I try and get the small sizes, especially if I'm blind buying, which these were all blind buys. I couldn't get the 30 ml in this one, so I really hope that I love it. And if I don't love it, then I don't know. I can share some of the juice with you guys. Okay, seems a bit more like nighttime glam, just based on the box. Ooh, the bottle? This is like quintessential Guess. They always add the sparkle, the shine. I love Guess for that. I feel like Guess is so like, they know who they are with their aesthetic. Like I feel like Guess has stayed so true to who they are as a brand. So in Bella Vita Paradiso, in this one we've got top notes of pear blossom, red fruits, and mandarin. So we're going orange instead of lemon for the top. Again, completely different top notes. In the middle, we've got gardenia, tuberose, and jasmine. Okay, so we're returning back to the tuberose. I like that. I like seeing that. And in the base, you've got musk, amber, and patchouli. Why do I feel like the bottle is like not full? Sussy. Okay. Whoa. Okay. This is like, hold on. I felt immediately, I was like, it smells like bubblegum. Like immediately off the bat. There's like a weird like aromatic property in there. Like I almost thought it was pine or something. So interesting. I'm guessing maybe it's the patchouli. The patchouli is very like bright and fresh. It's not like a heavy, deep patchouli to me. There is something that's like almost pine. It's almost aromatic. Very, I'm gonna assume it's the patchouli here. Again, despite the red fruit and the mandarin, I mean, I don't know what the red fruits in here are. It's really not giving much sweetness. It's giving like tart. It's giving tart and a little bit of citrus. Okay, so I feel like the notes are wrong. This is why I can't trust Fragrantica. Guess Paradiso notes. So if I go to the Guess website, floral notes of jasmine, gardenia, and tuberose create an intoxicating bouquet. The base notes of patchouli, amber, and musk leave a lasting impression. Huh? Guys? Why are there two sets of notes? So if I'm on the European version of Guess's website, this is telling me that it's got the mandarin, pear blossom, and red berries at the top. And then in the heart, it says sage. Sage, saffron, and geranium. I smell the sage strongly, definitely. The sage and the saffron are very strong. It's just, yeah, this whole fragrance, it's giving medicinal. It's giving medicinal and medicinal amber. The saffron's very strong. I don't know. People are saying it smells like BR540 and Cloud, but it's weird because I don't get that strong of a medicinal property from BR540. Hold on, let me grab it. Let me just grab it and compare. All right, I've got some juice of BR540. I'm just going to spray this quickly. Yeah, I guess I do kind of get that. I guess maybe that's why I never liked it. So while I get why people are comparing them, I still feel like Paradiso has much more of an aromatic, strong sage and saffron property in there. I feel like BR540, you've got a wood, so it's like a sweet wood. It's heavier. Paradiso it's like lighter and brighter, and I just smell that sage and that saffron more heavily. It's just bright and more mentholic to me. Interesting. I feel like it definitely doesn't smell like Cloud to me. I feel like Cloud is way fluffier and it's also got coconut. But I can see why people are comparing it. I definitely see that now that I'm smelling them side by side. You just have a much stronger wood facet from BR540. And in Paradiso, I just feel like it's way more aromatic and lighter and brighter and more mentholic, actually. BR540's got like that warmer, it's a bit warmer, a bit deeper, a bit heavier. It still has that like medicinal facet, but it's not as bright. Do not look at the notes on Fragrantica. The notes on the European Guess website are different. Like if I go to the Australian site, it shows completely different notes. I don't know why that is. If someone knows why that is, please let me know. Now that I'm reading the notes on the European version of the Guess website, that makes way more sense. Because at this point, I'm not smelling really much floral at all. I'm definitely not smelling jasmine. I mean, I didn't really smell jasmine in any of these, really. Yeah, weird. Definitely not what I was expecting. And again, how is this a flanker? How is this it's a new fragrance, guys. It's just a new fragrance. Stop trying to ride on the back of Bella Vita, the original, because it looks like a lot of people love the original, and I can definitely see why. I feel like the original is still my favorite. They're just all different, but I feel like the original does those notes better. Yeah, I think especially for this time of year, the original Bella Vita is going to be probably in my rotation. I'll probably wear this a few times this month and give you guys like an update at the end of the month. Listen, I'll test all three. and I'll actually wear them on the skin. And even now that I've opened them up and gotten some air into the bottle, those are my very first impressions of these. Do you have them? What do you guys think? Do you agree with my assessments? I'll include these in my end of the month roundup and give you guys a more final thoughts, I guess, after I've tested these like on the skin and worn them throughout the day. All right, that is all, you guys. Thank you so much. I think once this goes up, I'm gonna start editing my home tour, like my first house vlog, if you will. I don't know if it's a vlog. I don't know. It's a house tour with some other bits and pieces sprinkled in there for your viewing pleasure. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one.